funky bass.
Yeah.
It's time for Keeping It REALtor. And today we want to talk about the importance of a balanced lease agreement. But what do we know about it?
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's why we're bringing in the expert, Martin Fajardo from Innova Realty Management. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure.
So we should only start out with, what do you guys handle at Innova?
Well, we are realtors and we're property managers. As realtors, we can help our clients buy and sell their homes. And as property managers, we have an additional layer or permit in our license. We go through extensive education and additional permitting licensing requirements to be able to help our clients not only with the sales part of the transaction, but also to take on activities that come from managing the properties.
Cool, so double armed. But we mentioned that this is about lease agreements.
Yes.
And we're not really experts in this, you are. So what is the importance of a lease agreement itself?
Oh, my goodness. The lease agreement is the most important document between the tenant and the property owner. It actually contains details and spelled out terms that has to do with the tenancy of the tenants. For example, it has when the payments are due and the amount of payments. We believe at Innova that a well-balanced and detailed lease offers protections to both parties. We take the opportunity of the lease signing to meet our clients, to meet the tenants, sit down, go over the terms, and set expectations. We also do the same with our property owners. We go over expectations and tell them how we expect them to react in case something was to happen.
And what are some clauses or a sample of one that maybe should belong in a lease agreement?
That's a very important question. Before we start adding lease terms, it's important to know that we always strive to be balanced and fair. Nevada actually has a stipulation that prevents anybody from adding lease terms to a lease that are unfair. It's called unconscionable terms. This is why we always suggest before adding lease terms that always check with your counsel, with your attorneys. We always have an attorney check for our leases. One of my favorite clauses is going to be the repair and maintenance clause. For owners, it means that they are going to be responsible for anything that has to do with habitability concerns. Plumbing, air conditioning, heating. And for our tenants, they are to be responsible for minor repairs and maintenance items, light bulbs, batteries, and such. Another important lease term for us is the enforcement of the tenant's renter's insurance, which covers the tenant's personal properties and also offers displacement coverage in case the property becomes uninhabitable. And last but not least, I think it will be the having a clear payment policy. When are payments due, when are late fees applying, what are the late fees, and so forth.
Right. These are all important things. And another important aspect of this kind of setup is a property manager who manages as a liaison between everything. And a lot of people, I think, would think, as I would, that would be an expensive person to hire. Is that the case, or? Well,
I think it's really more expensive not to have a professional next to you. Every good investor, and myself included, thinks that it takes money to make money, right? Our fees, all fees, first of all, are negotiable in real estate. The average prevailing rate for property management in Vegas is still between 9 and 10%. Our fees at Innova are 7%. And we offer no startup fees, no setup, no marketing whatsoever.
That's pretty cool.
So someone who, let's say might be managing their own property, what are some things they might, experience or kind of face as a challenge?
First things first, I guess, is the money factor, right? We have found out that most of the owners that we currently help are saving roughly 22% or more when they allow us to manage their property versus when they were doing it themselves. And the reason for it is our marketing is stronger and reaches tenants quicker. We pass all of our maintenance savings to our clients, and we also help with checking the property constantly, preventing any unforeseen repairs in between tenants. And lastly, we strive to keep properties occupied, right? We say no to vacancies. So that's one of the things, one of the benefits of having a property manager.
You come with so much great information. You're clearly an expert in your field, which is why we're going to have you here. If people at home may have a property they're looking to rent out, or if someone owns a business and they want to connect with you and have more questions, what's the best place to get in touch with you?
I think our website. You can come to our website. We have forms in there. You can also call us or email us.
Awesome.
Great. Martin,
stuff.
thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys
this
for having
morning.
us. I appreciate it.
To learn more about Innova Realty and Management, you can find them on East Windmill Avenue. You can also call the number or go to the website that's right there on your screen.